I'm going to be recreating the makeup that I did for this fantastic shoot for V magazine by the genius photographer Mario Testino, featuring two iconic women, Rihanna and Kate Moss. The makeup is very much inspired by rock and roll, sexy, elongated bedroom eye. On the day of the shoot, Rihanna released her single Diamonds, and every time I hear that track, I always have really fond memories of that day. I'm going to be prepping the skin today using Charlotte's Magic Cream, which is my secret little potion that I use on all the models. And I'm going to start by applying that from the centre of the face and working outwards. This is my secret potion and it's a perfect base for foundation. I'm going to be using this Bobbi Brown palette, which is gold dust for makeup artists. The fantastic thing about dark skin is you can really get away with a lot more makeup and you really can play with light and dark quite a lot. So for instance, I like to really go for it in terms of contouring and sculpting and illuminating. So I like to use 3 shades of foundation. Use the brighter shades where you want to illuminate and the darker shades where you want to sculpt. And I'm doing it underneath the eyes quite heavily, down the nose, round the mouth where you sort of get your smile lines to kind of really pump that up, almost gives you a little kind of semi-natural facelift, and a little bit in the centre of the forehead. And then I'm going to sculpt and contour with the darker colours in the palette. Really using those colours into the temples, underneath the cheekbones, into the jawline, to really sculpt the face and give it a fabulous contour. And then you just blend with a foundation brush all the 3 colours that I've mixed in together. And you can always use your finger, ring finger, and you magically get rid of any tiredness, really pump it out. It's so lucky actually, kind of dark skin is really fantastic for that. Really kind of bring out the cheekbones. You can really play with your facial architecture. You can really morph your face quite a lot. It's almost like creating a natural spotlight on the skin. I'm using this matte blotting powder in dark to set the foundation. This colour kind of suits pretty much all dark skin tones, and sometimes when you've done a lot of sculpting and you're using a powder that could possibly be the wrong skin tone for you, it can mark your foundation. You can end up looking a little bit stripy. And what's fantastic about doing the sculpting beforehand is that you naturally end up with, you know, all the contours where they should be. You kind of naturally have that beautiful spotlit skin. So all you need to do is just put a little bit of blotting powder and you're away. Stunning. I always like to use a little bit of MERCIER brightening powder, a little bit underneath the eyes, just to kind of pump up the eyes. There we go. I'll be using these 3 shades to just reinforce the contour underneath the cheekbones, into the temples and underneath the jawline. Really add a gorgeous little bit of contour. Really bring out those beautiful cheekbones. A bit of the warmer colour into the temples. Really bringing that forehead and really, you know, creating that magical spotlit skin. Really warming up those beautiful cheekbones. So when doing eyebrows, I always like to choose a shade that's slightly lighter than your eyebrow tone. It makes it look a lot more softer and natural, especially when you're doing very kind of fierce black bedroom eyes. Brush the eyebrows up and we're just slightly naturally filling in. So really what we're doing is we're just filling in and slightly elongating the eyebrow ever so slightly. It's a very pretty colour, this Tom Ford colour. It's a slightly lighter shade than her natural tone, and it can just get this beautiful kind of elongation that Rihanna had on her eyebrows. And pop a little bit onto the other side. You see small little strokes going upwards in the direction of the hairs. Just mimics the way the hair grows, and you can just fill in the slightly lighter shade, and it just really gives you a kind of stronger, more defined shape. As I always say, one must always curl the eyelashes. Get right as close as you can to the lash line, right in there, clamp and then back and curl. See the difference that makes, you know, the before and after. It really gives the eye a natural lift. To create these kind of bedroom sexy eyes, what we're doing is we're starting off with the feline flick, and then we're filling in with the MAC black paint stick, and then we're finishing off with the AVON black intensity to just really rim the eyes, to really give you that cat-like look, the intensity of it. I'm going to use the Chanel eye pencil to just trace the feline flick. So we're going to the corner of the eye along the lash line. We're going to go along the lash line, 3/4 of the way, and then you mark your point out here to where you want to end up for your feline flick, and then lift your pencil to just meet that dot. Trace your outline. We really want masses, we're doing a big feline flick, so we want lots of elongation this time. And I'll do the other eye. And then we're filling in with the MAC black paint stick. Following the feline shape, just amp that up, really follow that shape. Although almost in like a cat-like 60s fashion. So the intensity is near the lash, you put the product on and then just blend out with your brush. Again, backwards and forward like a windscreen wiper. That's the easiest way to describe it. The corner of the eye. And add a little bit of the paint stick to the bottom of the eyes. And then really blend that. Once you put it on the product, and then just blend that in. A little bit of that smudgy bedroom feeling. Bedroom black eyes. And then take a bit more of the product and just add a bit more intensity. The lid. And then just blend that in. Following the shape, going along the same black line. Just amping it up, but still following that kind of feline flick shape. And putting a little bit underneath, again, just smoke it out. The small little brush. Blend it in. More of the product. Then go to inner corner and just blend that down so it gives you that kind of smoky bedroom look. Really just bend that backwards and forwards in a similar fashion. If any of the product goes anywhere, just take a cotton bud and clean it up. When you're doing it on yourself, it's really important to look straight into the mirror to make sure that you're balancing the elongation, the wings. So now we're going to add the Super Shock Avon Blacker Than Black liner, which is fantastic to really give even more drama. Create that sort of Rihanna smoky bedroom black eyes. Really adds a lot of like intensity. Because it's a bit rock and roll, it's kind of lived in, it's a bit smudgy, wet, sexy. I'm going to use this Lash Blast CoverGirl mascara, which is really fantastic. So it's really like an explosion of black and it really kind of blasts out the lashes to help you with that kind of fantastic elongation that we're giving the eyes. And always when using this, especially because we're elongating the eyes, really use it in that outward direction, the outer lashes, really moving it upwards towards the outer corner of the eyes. And it will help give you that elongation that you so want from this product. It's fantastic. It really thickly coats the lashes. It does give it kind of a fantastic little blast. And on the bottom lashes as well. Lots and lots of mascara. So the whole point of this look is that it should feel kind of like you've been having a little bit of a roll around, rock and roll around, you know, bedroom kind of look. It should feel kind of naturally lived in, creasy. We like that, it's sexy. And we like the fact that it kind of is blended underneath the eyes, slightly kind of smudged in rock and roll look. I'm going to use the MAC Spice lip liner. It's a total winner. It's a supermodel favourite, and it really looks fantastic on all skin tones actually. It's just a kind of foolproof, safe product that I've got to have in my kit. Line the lips with this product. And just use your fingers and just line the lips with the Spice lip liner, and then literally and take a little bit of Vaseline and just blend the Spice lip liner into your natural lip tone, and it creates for a really beautiful colour on dark skin tones. And then finish off with a little bit of blotting powder. So we've recreated the bedroom black rock and roll sexy Rihanna eyes